Diane Foxington, a side character. No, she's the secret backbone of the Bad Guys franchise, and today we're going to break down how Diane plays three completely different roles without the writers ever making her feel inconsistent. Hi y'all, welcome to the Z2.5 channel. First off, thank you so much for all the love on the last video. I'm deeply grateful to God and honestly blessed that I can put out something, not only do people watch it, but we actually have conversations about it. Seriously, y'all are the real MVPs. Now, after watching The Bad Guys 2 and reading your comments, I realized something. Diane Foxington is one of the most versatile characters in the whole franchise. If you think she's just some side character, you're missing the best part of her story. She's what I like to call a narrative anchor and the kind of character who quietly drives everything forward. And today we're exploring three Dianes: the Crimson Paw, her mysterious past; Governor Diane, the public face; and friend Diane, the heart. Now, if you notice, there is supposed to be another persona of Diane since her status got updated in the last movie, but for now we only have these three because her newest persona hasn't really, been fleshed out on. Now, the Crimson Paw is the most enigmatic of Diane's personas. She's introduced as a legendary bandit whose name carries so much weight throughout Los Angeles. While much of her backstory remains untold, Mr. Wolf's narration offers key details. She was responsible for stealing the Zumpango diamond twice and also for the Golden Dolphin heist. Wolf describes her as an acrobatic Swiss Army knife and the queen of cons, this suggesting a broad range of criminal skills, including infiltration, theft, and deception. Her ability to evade capture for years indicates a deep understanding of surveillance and countermeasures. Compared to the Bad Guys, she operated on an entirely different level of precision and influence, meaning that the Crimson Paw wasn't just a thief, but a con artist. Her level far supersedes that of the Bad Guys. Let's put it into perspective. We have a snake, a wolf, a spider, a shark, and a piranha, all putting on an elaborate plan to steal one artifact, but Diane does that all by herself without ever being detected. There were levels to how good she was. However, her final known heist marked a turning point. In successfully stealing the Golden Dolphin, she experienced a personal revelation that led her to abandon her criminal life entirely. This decision is very crucial. It's the reason she can understand Wolf's mindset so well. She recognizes his motivations and insecurities because they once mirrored her own. For Diane, the Crimson Paw is not a trophy of past glory, but it's the foundation of her transformation. Okay, please, sorry for distracting you. If you are enjoying the content and you are liking what you see and what you hear, please do give this video a like and consider hitting the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Let's get back into it. The Diane we meet in the opening of The Bad Guys is a completely redefined individual. As governor of California, she is a charismatic, confident, and composed with a clear vision for public service. The version of Diane is not a disguise or a facade, it's the result of deliberate change. She actively worked towards becoming someone who could lead and inspire. In the first film, she serves as both moral foil and a catalyst for the main character. She openly critiques the Bad Guys' actions, but yet her belief in second chances drives her to support Marmalade's rehabilitation plan. Even when it initially fails, she continues to place her trust in Wolf's potential for change. I also feel that Governor Diane is one of the most tactful ones of Diane's persona. As governor, she was able to incite the Bad Guys into striking to steal the Golden Dolphin. She knew based on her past that the best way to get the attention of criminals is by downplaying their achievements. Not only that, she was able to inspire the Bad Guys to come good, not just Mr. Wolf, but the whole entire group. She gave them the platform to show people that they are more than just stereotypes. And in the second movie, she single-handedly figured out who the bad girls were, their locations, with her negotiating skills before the police force ever did. She also took all three of the bad girls at once and almost defeated them. These three ladies that took out all the bad guys, Diane came very close to completely stopping them. In The Bad Guys 2, her role as governor is less pronounced on screen, but the groundwork she laid in the first film continues to shape the direction of the story and the decisions of the characters. Governor Diane represents redemption made tangible, proof that a person can not only turn their life around, but also become a force for good on a much larger scale. The third side of Diane is the most personal. As a friend, she is supportive, direct, committed to helping Mr. Wolf see his own value. Their friendship solidifies after the ballroom scene in the first film. From that point forward, Diane becomes this person Wolf can rely on when everyone else turns away from him. She understands the challenges of changing one's identity and the temptation to return to old habits. Our advice to Wolf: don't do it for them, do it for you. This is a chance to write your own story. This captures the core message of her own life and the heart of the franchise, in my opinion. Even in The Bad Guys 2, where her presence is less central, the loyalty she inspires in Wolf and the crew drives much of the plot. Their efforts to protect her identity provide the central stakes, and her eventual rescue of Wolf from Kitty Cat reinforces her ongoing importance. Friend Diane is the emotional anchor of the narrative, the quiet but constant force that keeps the protagonist moving forward. So why do these three personas matter? Diane's layered portrayal makes her one of the most compelling elements of The Bad Guys. The Crimson Paw demonstrates her skill and daring nature. Governor Diane embodies her transformation, and Friend Diane shows her ability to inspire and guide others. Together, these personas reflect the franchise's central themes, that people are not defined by the worst moments, and that change is possible through deliberate actions and self-belief. Not everything about Diane has been explored. While the film gives us glimpses of her past, there is still so much to explore. How did she enter the world of crime? How did she master her skills? And how does she reconcile the consequences of her actions with the life she leads now? Let's not forget, she was the Crimson Paw for a long time, but yet the movie only shows her as this upbeat fox without necessarily touching the dark emotions that this brings along with it. She's been a criminal for so long, so there should be remnants of those emotional scars that she still carries. Hopefully, in the next installment, we could explore that. Same thing with Mr. Wolf. I want to see Mr. Wolf taking more reins in their dynamic. He relies a lot on Diane for most of the two movies, even down to the last scene of the movie. So I want a situation where, from an emotional aspect, we get to see Mr. Wolf doing more of the heavy lifting Diane has done, in the past. Something that I was actually very disappointed in was when Diane, stopped being governor in the second film. It didn't really show her reaction to losing that position. It was just like, oh, the governor phase is over, now I'm a secret agent. So in future installments, I would like to see them deepen her backstory and perhaps shift the dynamic with Wolf. Okay, so if you watched to this point, thank you for staying with me through this breakdown. This is the second video I'm doing relating to The Bad Guys. You all really enjoyed the former one, so I thought I'll bring this one. I'll add this one to it. So Zest 2.5 is now on Instagram, TikTok, so I post shorts there alongside YouTube, so you could go check it out. You could also find me on Twitter personally at liquid_zest to discuss animation, storytelling, or even football, soccer or football. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Turn on post notifications. Why not? It helps this channel grow and keep these discussions going. And and as always, God loves you and I love you too. Bye.